Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Jordan Love, big comeback win at Lambeau. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of this channel. Not only is it a great way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content over there. So if you enjoy the way that I talk and teach ball, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. I'm really trying to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room. So if you live the nuance, details that we talk about the quarterback position, offensive football, structure, architecture, how to attack defenses, pressures, pass protection, all that stuff, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community. Hop over there, join, become a member. The link is in the video description. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. Jordan Love, the Packers finding a way, 17-point comeback. It was rough early though, not gonna lie. To me, this is all slant. I do not love this read, and I'll talk about exactly why. This to me is into rotation. So if we're gonna go 2x2 open, and then everyone's gonna run a slant. Watch the safety rotation. You're going to rotate down to the bottom. Now, just kind of like common rules. And again, we're not in their quarterback room, so we don't know for sure. But I can tell you that this slant into what I'm going to call rotation, so split field safety here, we're going to rotate down and rotate back. Just that in and of itself. And then you can draw every other slant here. If we're just going to work, essentially these inside slants are borderline like little mini clears. So we're trying to get the ball to the outside. It's just easier. And again, I don't know the Packers personnel. I can't tell you exactly, this is the matchup we're trying for. It doesn't matter. This is the matchup we want. We've got guys out all over the place. But I think universally you can say, just work away from rotation. You see split field safety, they rotate down. Now, if they stay back, it doesn't matter. But if they rotate down, just work away from the rotating safety because you won't have to deal with this tackle. So you see the completion, and then the tackle. Now, he might not get the first regardless, but you can see the extra hit there from that safety. And again, if he works up top, it's just a better chance. So just understanding the concept of the play on this, in West Coast world, Lion, all slant. Man, next one here, fourth down. There were some great fourth down calls. I love this call. The old throwback. I love the aggressiveness on fourth down. It's wide ass open. Everything except the footwork, the throw, the skip pass, it goes sideways on him really quickly. From coaching this type of play before, I can tell you these running backs, man, they get super excited to throw the ball. This obviously not what you want. Say what you want about turf, but that's tough. With the mailbox there wide open, you could punt it to him. You could Drake May left hand that thing to him. I will say the coaching point here for me with these trick 'em plays, and I really like the call. I liked most of the all of the fourth down calls in this game. But when you get out here, if you're coaching these backs, is you really want to set your feet. Make sure that you feel that right foot in the ground. These aren't just quarterbacking kind of things about throwing. Anybody who's going to throw the ball, put your foot in the ground, feel all your cleats in there, and then make sure we have a good throw. Because this kind of thing where you come up and you get them with like, and then you throw a Tebow at the cat's ankles and now everything's sideways. So again, he's going to throw before he gets lined up. I mean, he's throwing, he's already separated. And again, we're not going to break down the mechanics of the running back, but that's a tough one to deal with. And now we're in full panic when the ball's on the ground. He damn near makes it a play. Everything except the grass giving out on him. And that hurts me. And I'm just, recovering from doing squats. My goodness, that is tough. But man, LaFleur continues to dial it up. One thing about, early on in the season, you got to be so excited to just see the way guys are open in this offense right now. Next one here. This is a tough middle field read shot here to the tight end. Catch split field safety, so it looks like closed. They rotate to open. It's there, big shot down the pipe, and we just send a foul ball sky mail. For me here, besides for getting kind of spider cammed, I just think that occasionally Jordan Love on some of these deep throws makes life harder than it has to be. I mean, that's a significant miss for an NFL guy. What I would say here, First of all, I love the design, the ability here to get to just talk about, first we'll talk through the miss here. This kind of pipe element, if we're going to take the middle of the field, I think they run it with what I'd call like dagger. So they eventually get to some iteration of Tampa. So he's over the top. He's going to take the split field. The mic looks like he's running to the middle. He sees the in and now he kind of throttles. So it creates this void. Okay, for my money here at the back, Jordan Love occasionally will, when he's not in great rhythm and has to kind of just buy it a little bit, he always pops up for me. His shoulders pop up, his eye level pops up, his hips pop up, and it's got so much wasted movement up that then when he goes to throw, sometimes he gets these sky mail things or balls diving on him because he's not necessarily getting all the torque that he needs to make these throws. Now, the other thing I want to mention, because this is everywhere in the league right now, I got to figure out what they call it because this is an evolution since I've been out of the league. This little lead block swing, I think the Dolphins had a touchdown on it this past weekend. It's everywhere. It's awesome check down. I love it. I'm not saying he should throw it here. He should definitely throw it where he does. And I think it's a great job of seeing the safety rotation and hitting it. It's everything except the throw. So, man, we've still got guys running open. We're not hitting everybody. And you're never going to hit everybody. But this is one of those ones you would love to have back. Now, it doesn't help that the tight end looks like he almost like bends it once he gets past the mic. Just stay vertical. Stay right up the inside of that hash. And I think it's an even closer throw. I still probably don't think he gets it. But just watch the technique here for Jordan Love as we get spider cammed. You can see, the base that I talk about, that base, stay right there. So keep your hips, shoulders there as opposed to whoop, almost like standing straight up. And now that thing kind of jumps on him. That's a tough miss. That could have been a big play. Next one here, 3rd and 3. Love the design. The little slow motion out here from the tight end. Looks like the Dolphins just in slow motion. Short post. Nice scheme. First down. Again, we're scheming people open, y'all. Love to see LaFleur borrowing concepts across the league. Jordan Love sees it, puts it right on him. First down. So again, the thing that I'm talking about, and I feel like I talk about it on damn near every video this fall from the league. This motion where we're going out fast. Okay, now this maybe not as fast as you would want, but full speed sprint. So move with the motion and then snap the ball. We're going to run a gather shallow. So he's trying to really, whoever this underneath defender is, you want to run at him and gather him up. And then we're going to run that short post right behind it. So out and in to take advantage of that space. So you use the motion, the timing. Again, the secret sauce for the Dolphins for me is the speed of their guys and how they do those motions. But you can see even with a slow motion here, pun intended, it creates space. And that's an easy first down in the league. That's a really nice job. Love the design, love the execution. Jordan Love throwing a strike, put it right on him. Hit that back foot, first down. Let's go. Next one here, little naked keeper to the bottom of the screen to his left. Love the fake here. The fake is dirty. Comes up, flips his hips, gets a little arm angle down, rip it to the over, really nice. From the back here, you can really see the fake. This thing is beautiful. Watch this fake. Up, 2 hand, 1 hand. Woo! So 2 hand show, empty hand go, ball on your hip. Look at the head movement. Look what it does to the guys who tackle the back. They're going for the full-on tackle. They think they got a TFL. Whoop, gone. Then we get out on the edge, flip our hips, drop the arm angle, and rip a shot. That's awesome. Again, just the fake here. You can see all he's doing is throwing the over to the condensed split up top. Now, it's a hell of a release up top. Watch the release from the wide receiver up top. Give him a little shimmy. Got him. Run away. That's a lot of space on the over, mailbox, arm angle. It's awesome. From the back, though, this fake is outstanding. I love the 2 hands to the empty hand with the head, shoulders, eyes, go. You can see the over start to come open. And then when he gets out on the edge, we flip our hips. We've got someone right in our face, right? Arm angle, little 3/4, right to the mailbox. Boom. Let's go. Next one, 1st and 10. This is a big shot down here to the number 2 on a post. Originally, I felt like he kind of just predetermined what he was going to do and force this thing. I think in reality, I'm less mad about the decision and more he just comes up a little short on the club. You really got to hit this thing with everything you got. I don't love his footwork at the top. I think it doesn't help him get this thing thrown from the warning track. But for me here, it ends up being really a 2-on-1. So I think the intent of the play, sweet irony, they come back to it later and throw this out here. What really ends up happening is these blue lines are 2-on-1 in that near safety. So let's go post and vertical here. So we get this 2-on-1 right here. We got him. Okay, but the thing is, the ball hangs up so long that other guys start to come into the play. And this really is a turnover-worthy result. I think it goes through his hands, the other safety's hands or DB's hands. But if he throws this thing where he wants, so he already throws it, from the 47, the minus 47, minus 46? If he throws that thing at the top of the logo in the end zone, that wide receiver probably runs under it and hits it. It's a 60-yard throw, though. He throws it 50, 55-ish, and it goes through the DB's hands. Now, again, if you played the 2-on-1 down here to the bottom, could you throw it to the hole shot down here to the bottom? Probably not just with the play action drop. Maybe if you were in drop back game, you could rip that throw. But to me, this is probably a check down. And again, easy for me to say with a clicker. I'm not mad at the aggressiveness throw down the field. If you're going to throw it, you got to throw it exactly where you want. You can't leave it short, because when you leave it short like this, it really could be intercepted by multiple guys. You got guys falling down, through 32's hands. That'd be a hell of a catch. Now, the footwork thing that I talked about, that I feel like I say a lot, is when he hits the back here, if you're going to go throw this thing, look at his feet. Now, is he lined up to the left? Nowhere close. Now, we've got some issues to the left, so we might have to move a little. Heel click. And then we go to throw, and we got so many moving parts, we're not going to get the juice that we need into this throw. So you got to hit that back foot. For my money, if you're thinking, I might throw this, because you've got your back turned right here. If you're thinking, hey, I might get this post versus look, you've got to get as fast as you can, not a great drawing, as fast as you can to your launching point, hit that back foot with a perfect base and get it up, because you're taking a massive drop with this play action. This is going to be a big boy throw. This is a 60-plus yard throw if you put it where you want. So it just, doesn't give himself a chance with the drop. The heel click, use a 3-wood instead of a driver, and we're under in the water. Next one here, 3rd and 10. Get a little speed out to the bottom, condensed formation, burst speed out, nice conversion on 3rd and long. Really nice. I think it could be even better with the timing. I think I'm on the record here seemingly every week about this gallop footwork that we're using. So first off, the concept, we're going to just rip this little burst out. So run at an angle and then speed out. It's just a speed out. For my money, most teams in the league, most teams at any level of football, in gun, this would be 3 no hitch if you're going to take 3 steps. So 1, 2, and then lined up to throw this throw way outside the numbers. Okay, what doesn't help, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, who knows how the hell they teach it in their room. I'm going to guess they teach this gallop because they do it. This little gallop footwork where you catch it and like, ba-doop, that to me is at least another step. So now these 3 steps are 4 steps, timing. So now you gallop, and then it's 1, 2, 3. And now when we throw it, it's not that it's a bad throw. It's a fine throw. But we catch it, and we're on the sideline, and we go out of bounds. As opposed to catching this thing, halfway between the numbers and the sideline, make somebody move, make somebody miss, and now it's a good play. It's still a good play. I'm just saying the details of this drop to me are not it. Gallop, 1, 2, 3, chill. It's almost got like a chill vibe to it. Gallop, 1, 2, 3, la, la, la. Boom. Now it's a hell of a throw, but see how he's on the side hash and he just steps out of bounds. As opposed to, look at all that space. If he caught it right there, we could make somebody miss, and eventually that's going to turn into a big play. Regardless, I think it's a really nice conversion, nice call, nice throw, big boy throw to the wide side, all his cleats in the ground. When he does hit the back foot, watch this. Boom, all his cleats are in the ground, right? We're driving that thing. Put it right where we want. Just the timing of it. Next one here, 3rd and 8. To me, this is old school shallow cross to the bottom with guy in motion. He's running the shallow, up top, number 1, double move, and a deep hook. Now, we've got all sorts of pass pro issues. The running back screws us, but the quarterback here, Jordan Love, makes a bad play a disaster. So first, watch the back. I'd bet a lot of money that the back has the edge pressure, number 1, to the right. Not only does the back almost get the quarterback killed, but then he gets stepped on and dump trucked. So tough day at the office right here for 2-8 on this rep. Now, Jordan Love, don't make a bad play. It's a bad play right there, a disaster. You know, in a perfect world, the bad play, you find a way to have an incompletion here. You make this guy miss, you throw it away. But you can't get a penalty there. So yes, it's a bad play, but don't get the grounding on top of it. So scheme-wise, what is this? This is not my favorite play at all. I've talked about shallow cross. I think I have a full video on it. There's a shallow cross, almost always paired with a deep hook, and then some sort of either 7-stop or curl area attack over here. What they do with the individual route up here, I think they run like a double move. So if you catch the one-on-one you like, opportunity there. My thing about it is it's 3rd and 8. You know, so if you catch man, your only option is up top with the alert to the shallow. If you catch zone, you got a few more different options at first down depth. But the back here, so running back right here, assuming he's got a duel, there's one. You know, the offensive line is probably going to the 5 most dangerous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the back probably has to go side to side here with his duel. So his second duel is probably right there if this is 1. So you got to go side to side. I mean, you can't have a free runner come right in your quarterback's face. You can tell the number 2 receiver up top thinks that he actually might be hot. You can see him peek right there. He's not hot. Most likely, the running back just loses his mind and sabotages the right guard in the process. Jordan Love, though, everything except that. So from the back here, you can just see the back, confused, stepped up into the A-gap, sabotage the right guard, get dump trucked. Now we've got a free runner on the quarterback. You know, at this point, you would love to be able to make a miss and throw this thing away. But when you're in the grasp like this, bad things happen. Sometimes you just have to learn that, you know, protect yourself, keep the ball, be smart, no penalty, live to fight another day. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, a great way to support the channel, get even more Quarterback School content. Link is in the video description. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep dives on all of my favorite football topics. We've got courses on RPOs, tempos, pass protection. The best-selling course is how to beat every single coverage. We even have an entire offensive system and structure available for you. So get over there and enroll. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources available, also linked in the video description. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 3rd and forever, brutal interception. To me, this feels like a predetermined, we're just going to chuck it up to the boundary. I know there's a little contact there at the top of the route as well, but this is essentially a fair catch by the safety. I think if you had to do it over again, and again, unless we're trying to specifically throw it to one guy, which very well might be the case, you don't want to throw this ball up where the safety can make a play like this. And what I mean by that is it looks like it's split field coverage at the snap, right? Like this looks like middle field open. Well, if they rotate to anything to the middle of the field, it's the quarterback's responsibility on most of these double move plays. So a little out and up, not mad at the call, 3rd and forever. The quarterback usually has to hold this free safety. So you want to hold them as long as you can. If the free safety makes a play on the ball, that's on the quarterback. The wide receiver has to be able to beat the corner one-on-one, or else we can't throw it. Does that make sense? Let me say that again. The quarterback has to beat the middle safety on these double move. He cannot throw a ball that can be played by this guy. The wide receiver has to beat the corner. So if we can't run these and beat the corners, then we got to just get it down to the check down. And that's probably what should have happened here. 3rd and forever. Yeah, you're down 17, just punt. This ends up being a glorified punt, if I'm being honest. But watch the safety. I mean, that's not even the middle of the field safety. He's essentially just looks like he's getting depth from the quarters. You know, that's brutal. You know, again, the one-on-one, if you're going to chuck it down the field and throw a jump ball, is probably to the bottom. I think none of them are great decisions. Yes, he gets collision, but yes, he also runs into the corner. So tough decision, not the outcome you're looking for. It ends up being a punt, if we're being honest about just the spacing and the yardage of it. It doesn't feel good, though. Again, just feels predetermined for me, and that happened a few times on some of these deep shots. Next one here, 3rd and 6. This ends up being a nice catch to the number 3 down here to the bottom. Very similar to that big post we threw earlier to the number 2. This time he gets it to the number 3 on the out. The ball's not perfect. It's not where he wants it to be. I think he could help himself by being lined up to his left. To me, he's always a little closed when he works to his left, which makes these throws, a little more difficult than probably they have to be. They're already difficult throws. So this is that big post we threw earlier into triple coverage. Here's with that go. And then where the ball ends up going here to the number 3, get a little anticipation. Again, for my money, it looks like he's lined up down the middle of the field versus lined up to where you want this ball to go. So dovetail that thing to be lined up to put it right where you want, as opposed to if you're lined up in the middle of the field, sometimes the ball will die on you and go inside. And the inside is really where the defender can make the play on this thing. So just watch his feet at the top. See if I can pause this thing and definitely see it from behind. See how they're right down the hash? And then he throws that thing with what? Little anticipation, lowercase a maybe very faint font. The ball's just a tick inside. Now, still a nice conversion. But I think he could make life easier for himself, specifically to his left, just getting lined up, get that front hip open, get right to your target right there. His helmet stripe is a little to the left. He gets clicky. He eventually gets there. See that foot right there? That's what I would want to see at the back of the drop, so as opposed to straight down the middle. Get lined up, get over there, and then get the ball out on the boundary like you want. Shoot, that DB type puts his hand on there. That's a hell of a catch. Nice play. Next one here, 3rd and 4. Little all slant with the back in the flat. The number 2 up top with the accidental on-purpose rub on 20. Again, for me, I love LaFleur here dialing up these little pick rubs. Watch 85. Whoop. Again, 20's got the back man-to-man. Watch 85 on the right. Just, oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. I'm winking. Nice first down. 3rd and 4. So for me here, this is a very similar play that we saw earlier as far as the all slant, except now instead of it just being all slant and the back is staying in the block or the back's not an issue, now we're running all slant. But right here, he's going to run right through this player. This guy sure looks like he's got the back man-to-man. So when we run on these all slants and we get this little rub pick, we then get the back out in the flat on a little dragon up top, and it's wide ass open for a 3rd and 4. So to me here, this is outstanding execution. This is great play calling. Again, 3rd and 4, to have somebody this wide open, to me is play calling. That's LaFleur popping someone again for an easy first down. Love the rhythm that Love plays with here. Don't love the gallop, but do love the rhythm element of it. His back foot seems to always be in the ground. A little bit of an arm angle here as well. So rub, pick, arm angle, first down. Let's go. Next one here, big play down here to the bottom to the number 2 on an inside fade. Really love this one. Give your guy a shot. Hell of an adjustment, catch, penalty here too, looks like on the defense. This is a funky one though, because it looks like 87 thinks he's hot. And it ends up being essentially like an inside fade double move. It's a hell of a catch also. But watch the slot down here to the bottom. He's going to get pressure off the edge. See him look right here? Now, again, this is just me assuming. But if we're going to get this pressure from depth, and it ends up being picked up, so really he's not hot. But when he comes off, he slows and almost like looks back and then gets into the inside fade. So it's really like a double move when he doesn't get it. Now, is he looking hot or is it a true double move? I don't know. I would guess that he's looking hot and then just keeps it going. So the ability to just play this thing through, but it's a cool play. Watch the bottom. Got him. And so that really kind of puts that DB type coming from the ceiling, the safety to our side, to the bottom. Got him. Illegal contact and the catch. Beautiful throw as well. Love has to kind of sort through this thing because the timing of it is funky. So no, and then the touch. So shows off the touch, just not quite consistent with it. But man, this is a beautiful catch. Hell of a catch. Great job with your feet. Control. Love it. Another 4th down. This time we go empty. We try to throw it to the back down here on what looks like Jordan Love is expecting a hitch and gets kind of like a lazy smoke. This is why it's so difficult to find backs who can run routes like receivers. Even hitches like this sometimes can make it look like it's like the first day of, high school spring ball out here because they are nowhere near the same page. This is a 4th and 2. And so you're going to run essentially what ends up being down here to the bottom, an iteration of what I think a lot of people call triple slant. And sometimes, depending on who this person is, you can get either a 5-yard in or you can get like a hitch. I've run it both ways. What you normally don't get is like a slow kind of, I don't know, like jog for a step here, like in no man's land. So if I had to guess, this is supposed to be a hitch. He just doesn't do it. But you're an empty gun. You're going to grip it and rip it here. You're going to see the access down here to the bottom. You can easily see the number one's got free access. This should be a pitch and catch, but it's not. It looks like we're either confused or tired from 27, and this is just not how you play on 4th down. That's brutal. It's a tough miss. Because this could have really, I love the aggressiveness to go for it. It's there, everything except the execution. So close. Because they were aggressive all day on 4th down. They had multiple opportunities. They really should have converted all of them for kind of big plays. But man, missing a hitch like that is brutal. Next one here, 2nd and 6. We're going to throw a corner up top. A corner. This thing is beautiful. Anticipation, touch, accuracy. Now it helps when the guy falls down to the ground. Make sure we point out the obvious, but I love the anticipation. I still think Jordan could help himself by being a little bit more lined up on the top, but right here it's perfect. The thing to appreciate on this rep is the anticipation. So I'll pause it at the top. I won't draw a corner. You know what a corner looks like, hopefully. Watch when he lets this thing go. He separates right there. You can see the wide receiver up top. The number 2 is not out of the break yet on the corner. There it is. Helps when one falls. Beautiful throw. Protected him from away from the defensive back, the corner. It's just a great job. It's beautiful anticipation. It's to the wide side. Nothing easy about this throw. Out on rhythm. Good strike. There's a lot to like on this rep. Next one here, 3rd and 7. Again, we're being aggressive out there. Packers offense down here to the bottom. Looks like we get a little signal. We take a go shot. It's there. The ball is just significantly underthrown. Again, underthrown by probably 10-ish yards to the back pylon. Again, you be the judge. Is this a little signal to the right? To me, it probably is. A little vein injection. Hold that safety. Get it over there. The ball just comes out a tick flat. I don't think that's a back shoulder. I think he just straight up misses that ball. If that ball is like that to the back pylon as opposed to the front area of the end zone, maybe not 10 yards, maybe, 7, 8 yards. For my money here, Jordan Love is holding the safety to the bottom of the screen. So he sees the one-on-one that he likes. It's bump. We're going to run essentially what ends up being like an inside fade, even though he's an outside wide receiver. A fade there. All Jordan Love has to do here is hold this safety and give us a bit better of a ball. So don't allow this safety to be able to come over here and make a play on the ball. We've seen that earlier. He does do that. Everything except just a little bit more touch. The inconsistency on the deep ball, man. If he ever puts those things together, watch out. With LaFleur scheming people open. But again, that's not a back shoulder situation for me. He's running by him when he lets this thing go. So put that thing to the back pylon, and that's a touchdown. Just missed a few big opportunities down the field. And again, that's what makes it so impressive. To come back and win 17 down any time is impressive, but leaving these shots out there too, whoo. Next one here, another 3rd down, 3rd and 10. This time we're going to buy time, drop 8, find the number 2 on a little in or basic. Great job getting a 1st down. So they're going to drop 8. We've got all sorts of time. Scan the full field. Keep your base. Little off angle, arm flick. Just thing of beauty. So when I say drop 8 is we're really only rushing what I consider 3.5. So these 3 defensive line, 2, 3, they're rushing the full time. Right here, he's going to try to jack the number 3, and then he's going to add on. So he's like a 4th rusher, but really 3.5. So we've got time to be able to sit back here and not have to panic. And then we allow this thing to clear and come right off underneath it to this kind of open area right here. And I love Jordan Love's able to buy enough time, drop that arm angle, find him, flick it, give us a huge conversion on 3rd and long. Down in the red zone, this is a really impressive rep. No, look at the base. No heel click, right? Boom. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Off platform-ish, little sidearm flick. Big 1st down. Just a really nice job. Great vision, great feel. No panic. We're not bailing. Boom. I mean, look at that arm angle. Boom. Quick release. 1st down. Let's go. Another 4th down here. This time you got to go for it. 4th and 2. We're going to run zone read 1x3 nub. Love the tight end blocking out. Jordan Love, the athlete. You're asking the linebacker a lot here, in my opinion, to scrape exchange and make this tackle in space versus NFL quarterbacks nowadays. Just too dynamic of an athlete. We're going to leave that C-gap defender. So again, fortunate right here that the C-gap defender doesn't surf this thing. If he makes this thing more difficult, so right here, if he doesn't make this an easy read, I think we take an L on the front side somewhere, either left guard or center, take an L, and this back gets blown up in the backfield. So fortunate right here that it's a pull read. Really, at the end of the day, you can take everyone off. So pretend no one's on here, and at the end of the day, this is Jordan Love, the athlete, against linebacker coming from depth. You got to tackle him before he gets into the end zone, like a tackling drill, like Pop Warner tackling drill, like where you come across over here, and you just got to get him down. Jordan Love, too good of an athlete, way too much space on both sides. Love the design, love the call, love using your quarterback run game in crucial down and distance in the red area. I don't know if you've ever heard me say that before. World-class play design, easy read, no chance. Just always got the numbers advantage in the quarterback run game, get the one-on-one. Again, even if he makes that tackle, say even if he blunts Jordan Love right there, I'm not sure he keeps him out of the end zone. It's just one of those things where that's just way too much space. Boop, nice move, touchdown. Next one here, going for 2. Can we also take a quick second here? First of all, I love the idea of going for 2 with this much time left, so you know how many chances you need to score. Can we talk about this smoke right here? Do they normally do the "we have a pope" or "we don't have a pope" celebration after they score touchdowns in Green Bay? Have I just never noticed that before? Or did I just catch that accidentally? Either way, love going for 2 here. The design, this is Jordan Love making a play. This is supposed to be getting 11 the ball in the flat. They're going to try to hit him with a trick-em-dick-em motion, go across, come back. They got you leverage. Jordan Love creating, making plays, gets his eyes down, using his vision. So watch this motion come across. They think they're going to get a crazy reaction. Saints play all sorts of man. They don't. Jordan Love's got to make a play. Again, he scanned the whole field. Original intent of the play, not there. Uh-oh. Back across. Nothing's there yet. Take off and run. Nope. Eyes downfield. Boop. That's outstanding. Probably my personal favorite play of the day for Jordan Love right here. Again, the design is to get 11 back out into the flat. They got you leverage. It's not there. You can see down here to the bottom, the new number 1, 87, trying to get a pick. There's no one to pick. It's not there. We got to make a play. Jordan Love does. Again, there's no panic. He goes through his read. There's nothing there. He takes off to run. He still keeps his eyes downfield and makes a play. So no, you got to go. Eyes up. Touchdown. 2-point. Let's go. Next one here, just a massive scramble. There's nothing there. You essentially got a quick L on the left side. You got to go. Stay alive on the boundary. Protect yourself on the boundary. Big play. Just a massive play. This is a huge scramble. You need chunk plays like this at the end of the game. Again, they run a little game to the left side, and we're again, talk a lot about these games. I understand that we're working with all sorts of issues at left tackle. There's a lot of spots where we're working at issues with the Green Bay, who they're missing on offense. Jordan Love's able to find a way and make a massive play here. Just huge play to be able to stay in bounds, the awareness. You get a color flash in your face really quickly on the left side because they can't pass off a stunt. And then you're not just going out of bounds. You're going with downhill intentions, make them stop you. It's a hell of a job. Now, if the left tackle and the left guard ever wanted to pass this off, they would have to get on the same level. So both the left guard needs to get more depth for me, as opposed to stepping out so quick, like short setting there. So that first step so wide, that's not a stance you see very often from a left guard. So they're not on the same level. And then they try to do like this little pick play where the guy who does the picking ends up getting the sack. Nice job from Jordan Love. The other thing I love to see from Love, pun intended, by accident, right here, this little pick, the little peek back. See him peek back to see if there's anybody behind him. To me, that always shows a guy who's got great awareness. So if there's someone right behind you, you really got to go. Oh, not, you can almost flip your hips, make a play sometimes. But right here, this ability to put your foot in the ground and get vertical. Get another 20. Get another easy 10. Hell yes. Next one here, 2nd and 10. Beautiful throw to the bottom, number 2 down here on an inside fade. Again, when Jordan Love is in rhythm, I feel like he's just so much more precise. Right here, it looks like he's in rhythm. Hold that safety. get it over to his guy up and down. You know, not a whole lot of touch or kind of air on that throw, but you don't need it when you throw a strike like that. So we're going to work inside fade down here. Easy to see press coverage across the board, right? At least on this side. Middle field close. So hold that middle field close, player, and let our guy work, and then work to all this space. And again, just love the rhythm that Love plays with here. He's able to get this thing out on time. Quick hitch. Nice base. Boom. It's out. That's great rhythm. Let him win. Get it up and down. Give your guy a shot. Nice little arm bar as well. Never going to get called on the offense there. Hold it. Boom. Love it. Next one here for the game winner. A little fade stop to the bottom. Go back to the well after you just missed it. Love the timing here. Again, all his cleats in the ground. Beautiful ball. This is an absolute seed of a back shoulder. Right where you want to do it. So again, he can certainly do it. It's just the consistency of some of these balls down the field. This is more of that intermediate. Look at his back foot. Beautiful. Watch this ball location. Precise. I mean, that is perfect. It's a great job from 87 too, no doubt about it. The body control, the catch through contact. That's a massive play on third down. But I love the rhythm that Love plays with here. Watch just the one step. One, boom. Again, when he lets this thing go, he knows he's got the matchup he wants again. I mean, when does he separate right there? Right there, he pats the ball. Look at it, to the bottom. I mean, there's nothing says you're going to win other than trust. Precision, beautiful timing, great throw. That is a massive play. What a comeback. Down 17. First start in Lambeau. First start this year. Who knows if it's his first start? I don't remember where he started last year. Regardless, boom. Let's go. So that is a wrap. Jordan Love, Packers, LaFleur, big time comeback win. Lots of fun to watch on a number of different levels. I really like watching this offense play. I'm not going to lie. I think it's fun to see how they're constructing guys to pop open, how they use their offensive system and play calling to layer things that are able to evolve over the course of the game, even some in-game adjustments as far as what they were able to do and different shot opportunities that were there. That being said, Jordan Love, a bit of an inconsistent start, certainly a little inconsistent on driving the ball where he wants down the field. But man, when he's in a rhythm and you can see him kind of playing in a rhythm, getting the ball out on time, lined up to his throws, there's a lot to like. You add kind of the playmaker vibes that he makes, either running the ball on that crucial fourth down or the 2-point play where he's got to create and it's out of structure. Stuff like that makes me really excited about what this could possibly be moving forward. Either way, I had fun with this one. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.